welcome back to the channel, everybody. And in this video we are going to be taking off the R32 bumper and putting it back on the old stock bumper. And I'll go ahead and explain why, but first I wanted to show you guys my new purchase. Here it is. So this is a Sony a7 III with a Tamron 28 to 75 f2.8 lens, and so this is the video, or this is the camera rather, that I will be making videos from now on. I'm also going to be doing a little bit of automotive photography and maybe cinematography with this. So if you guys want to see more pictures and stuff like that, car pictures, or I think I'll probably be doing other pictures too, portraits maybe, definitely dog pictures because everybody loves dog pictures. So yeah, I wanted to get a little bit more into photography, so went ahead and got this, and I'll be using this to make the YouTube videos obviously still. But yeah, if you guys want to see some photography content from me, go ahead and check out my Instagram, RTH Photo. I'm gonna let you guys guess at what RTH stands for. I think you guys can figure it out. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and switch this video from the old camera, which is recording right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the a7 III. Hopefully you guys can spot the differences. Hopefully it's a pretty intense video change. So let's go ahead and change it out. So, is there any difference? I hope there is, because if not, I just wasted some money. Anyway, so now we are recording on the a7 III, and today we are, as I said earlier, we are taking off the R32 bumper and putting on the stock bumper, and I'm going to show you guys why in a second, but first go ahead and pull the Jetta out, and then we're going to go ahead and clean up the stock bumper, which I have sitting right over here. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so now that we have the original bumper all cleaned up, let me go ahead and show you guys why we are switching bumpers.
Alright, so as you guys can see, that is the reason why we are switching bumpers. And the lip as well. That is the state of the lip currently. So, got a lot more chips in it than last time I showed you. So, multiple chips there. And then the biggest one of all, a giant piece missing right there after I smacked it on a driveway as I was leaving school. And the piece de resistance, this giant gaping hole that is now in the bumper, and it's cracked right there too.
So that is why we are switching from the R32 bumper to the original bumper. As you guys may or may not know, I still go to school. I actually commute to Cal Poly, which is about 40 miles from me, about 50 minutes. And on my way back from school one day, I hit a piece of wood on the freeway that was kicked up by a car in front of me. Tried to avoid it, and in trying to avoid it, I actually made it worse, because if I wouldn't have swerved, it would have just taken out this side grill. It would have just taken this out. But instead, when I swerved, it hit the actual bumper. So that is why we are switching bumpers. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little hand polish and clean it up even more. I'm going to go ahead and take off the old bumper. But there are some things we need to do before we can put the original bumper on. So I got the original bumper all polished up, and it's relatively clean and ready to go. So I'm going to take the R32 bumper off really quick, and I'll go ahead and Maybe I'll show you guys the damage a little bit closer once I get it off.
Alright, so here is the R32 bumper off the car, and here is the hole, and there's, I guess, my hands for reference as to how big this hole actually is. So yeah, this is the hole, and I don't know if you guys can see it cracks all the way down here. This part of the paint is pretty much gone at this point. So is this scratch there, and actually the grill itself is broken too. If I can get this thing to focus. Yeah, so that's broken there. So yeah, it's pretty much a lost cause. And the lip. Yeah, so the lip starts here, and then there's pretty much, there you go, you guys can see it now. So that is the condition of the lip right now. So if you guys didn't watch my last video, that was basically a review of this lip, and that's pretty much how it held up. So going to be not using this bumper anymore. I am, however, going to take this lip off and kind of harvest the hardware from it. So yeah, Maxed In Design lip, not too good. The bumper from, thinking about this from Modded Euros. This bumper actually is pretty poor quality as well. Let me show you guys. I'll spin the bumper around real quick. So, another crucial failing point on this bumper, if you guys can see, are these little mounts, these side mounts. And that is super flimsy. I think, yeah. So, I don't know if you guys can tell, but when I hit the piece of wood, I think it came through here and actually took this off, because this, I had to JB weld this on because it doesn't stay by itself. So yeah, these were coming off pretty much as soon as I installed the bumper. These were already starting to come off. What else? And it was separating, well, as you can see, it's already separated again, but it's separating at the top here. So this is basically what keeps the bumper onto the car, and it just comes apart like nothing. So it's probably the same story on this side. Well, the JB weld seems to be holding up decent on that side, so yeah.
As for the R32 bumper and the Maxed In Design lip for it, not great quality. Probably the worst, what is it? Probably the worst $800 I've ever spent probably on this car. I've had the bumper for maybe a year. The lip I've probably had for a couple months, if that. And that's the state of them now. So I'm gonna take the grill off of the car. The grill's still in relatively good condition. I think I might try and sell that for something, at least to get some of my money back. But I really just want the stock bumper on again. I mean, I don't know.
There's the car as she sits with no front bumper on right now. And I gotta say, actually looks pretty good. Looks cooler without a bumper on it somehow.
So before we go ahead and put the new bumper on, first I need to find out where I hid the side marker lights. Let's see. Ah, okay, so here's one. You guys can see this is my side marker light. The R32 bumper did not have the holes for these, so I ended up just zip tying them into the bumper essentially. So I'm gonna go ahead and unclip this so that it will fit into that hole there on the original bumper. So yeah, so there's that one. And on this side, let's see, it's just above my AFE intake here, right there. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do right now. Go ahead and unclip those, and then we should be able to throw on the bumper. Alright, so we have the side markers in now. And I believe everything is ready to go. Haven't used those side markers in a while. So yeah, get this thing tossed on and then we'll get the grill put on after that.
Bumper is now on, and all we have to do is set in the grill.
Grills. Perfect.
Now that we have the bumper and the lip separated, we can finally put them exactly where they belong. That's going to be it today, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. We are now rocking the original bumper, and the R32 bumper is now in the trash. So if you guys have any comments, questions, or ideas for videos you guys want to see, I know somebody wants me to make a video on basically a mod list. I'm going to be working on that probably in the next week or so. So that'll take you guys through my car and everything that I've done to it since I got it about like 6 years ago, I think, 6 or 7 years ago now. So I do want to thank you guys for watching. And again, if you guys want to see more, if you guys want to see like car pictures or any sort of photography done by me, go ahead and check out my Instagram, RTH Photo. Again, I think the RTH is probably pretty self-explanatory, but I'll let you guys guess on that one. So thanks again, guys. See you in the next one.